A editora Globo apresenta Cursos de Idiomas Globo. Inglês. Fita 20, lado A.
Lesson 153.
He seemed a bit nervous.
He was fairly young and rather nervous. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He stole her money. He robbed her handbag. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't.
Lição 153. Como descrever as pessoas, utilizando termos como fairly e rather. Preste atenção. Sam Lovett viajou para Nova York e sua secretária Carol Reese depara-se com um estranho à sua frente.
Can I help you?
Oh, yes, you can. I'm looking for Mr. Thomas.
Who's Mr. Thomas?
I think that's the name, in the maintenance department.
Maintenance department? We haven't got a maintenance department.
I'm one of the window cleaners.
John Robertson looks after that sort of thing.
That's the name, John Roberts. He asked me to come.
But we had the windows cleaned yesterday.
Just my luck. I must have got it wrong. Oh well, I'd better be going.
Mais tarde, Carol descobre que está faltando dinheiro em sua bolsa.
What did he look like? Very ordinary. I suppose he was about 20. Dark hair, fairly short. He seemed a bit nervous.
I'm not surprised he was nervous.
It was really stupid of me to leave my bag on the desk. I could kick myself.
We'd better get in touch with the police.
Repetition.
Agora escute e repita. Yes, now listen and repeat.
She found a thief.
In her office.
She found a thief in her office.
He stole some money.
Steal.
Stole.
Stolen.
He robbed her handbag.
The girl was robbed.
The money was stolen.
Thief.
Robber.
Burglar.
A burglar broke into the house.
Can you describe him?
What did he look like? He was fairly short.
Fairly short.
Fairly tall. He seemed a little nervous.
A bit nervous.
Rather nervous.
Rather dirty.
Rather frightening.
He said he was a window cleaner.
But we had the windows cleaned yesterday.
But we had the windows cleaned yesterday.
We had it done.
By a firm of specialists.
We had it done by a firm of specialists.
He was a thief.
She caught him red-handed.
Practice.
Exercise 1. An actress's wardrobe.
Exercício número 1. O guarda-roupa de uma atriz. Com as respostas que você já preparou, responda a estas perguntas.
First, some examples.
Who made Diana James's shoes?
She had them made by Jackson's.
And who did Jill Eager's hair?
She had it done by Willie of Mayfair.
Did Willie of Mayfair do Diana James's hair?
No, she had it done by Tony and Garth.
Now, you answer these questions.
Who made Helen Merrow's boots?
She had them made by John of the Strand.
Who made Jill's skirt and blouse?
She had them made by John Cobb.
Did the same people make Diana's clothes?
No, they didn't. She had them made by Flora.
Where did Diana have her hair done?
She had it done by Tony and Garth.
Did the hairdressers do her makeup, too?
No, they didn't. She had it done by Mr. Gary.
Who did Helen's hair?
She had it done by Willie of Mayfair.
Who made Helen's coat?
She had it made by Tiger.
Did Jill have her shoes made by John of the Strand?
No, she didn't. She had them made by Lucas and Rimmel.
Exercise 3. Irregular verbs.
Exercício número 3. Verbos irregulares. Preste atenção e aprenda estes verbos irregulares.
Fall, fell, fallen.
Break, broke, broken.
Bite, bit, bitten.
Choose, chose, chosen.
Wake, woke, woken.
Steal, stole, stolen.
Drive, drove, driven.
Ride, rode, ridden. Exercise 4. Story.
Exercício número 4. Uma história. Escute esta narrativa e preencha os espaços em branco. Pare o gravador para anotar.
Tom woke at 4 o'clock in the morning. He could hear someone in the kitchen. He got up and walked quietly to the door. There was a burglar in the house. He had broken in through the kitchen window. Tom opened the door. The burglar saw him and ran out. He jumped into a white car and drove like a madman down the road. Tom jumped on his bicycle. He rode as fast as he could, but the thief was miles away. Tom went home. He looked at the sitting room. The video had been stolen, but nothing else. Suddenly, a plate fell and broke on the kitchen floor. Tom jumped. He walked quietly to the door. His heart sounded like an express train. A cat had come in through the broken window. Now, sing the song.
He was fairly young and rather nervous. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He stole her money. He robbed her handbag. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't. He said he was a window cleaner, but he wasn't.
E chega ao fim a lição 153.
Lesson 154.
Sentenced to 3 months.
He was caught, he was arrested for robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense. He was accused, he was found guilty of robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense. He was fined and sent to prison for robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense.
Lição 154. Crime e castigo. Escute. Robert Saunders está levando Carol Reese de carro para casa. Carol encontrou uma nota policial sobre o falso limpador de janelas no jornal local.
Hey, listen to this, Robert. Picking up the scent. Police did not need tracker dogs to pick up the scent of bogus window cleaner Murray Brown. At Oxford Magistrates Court yesterday, 25-year-old Murray Alexander Brown pleaded guilty to breaking into the offices of Lovett Perfumes and stealing perfume, money and valuables worth £120.
Well, well.
It was a broken bottle of perfume in his pocket which gave the game away. Giving evidence, sharp-nosed Detective Constable Buck said, "I was drinking in the Dog and Duck public house when I smelled something suspicious." Brown, who asked for 3 other offences to be taken into consideration, was sentenced to 3 months in prison.
Don't they mention 22-year-old attractive blonde secretary Carol Reese, who caught the dangerous criminal red-handed and thought he was a window cleaner?
When are you going to stop teasing me about that?
Repetition.
Escute com atenção e repita. Listen and repeat.
It's illegal.
It's against the law.
It's a crime.
The man was arrested.
He was prosecuted.
He was sentenced.
There was a court case.
A judge.
A jury.
Witnesses gave evidence.
The man was accused of stealing,
Of shoplifting.
of mugging,
Of robbery.
of kidnapping,
Of blackmail.
of murder.
The man was accused of murder.
He pleaded not guilty.
He was found guilty.
Innocent.
Guilty.
He was fined.
He was sent to prison.
He was released.
It was his first offence. Practice.
Agora cante esta canção.
He was caught, he was arrested for robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense. He was accused, he was found guilty of robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense. He was fined and sent to prison for robbing a bank, robbing a bank, oh, robbing a bank. He is a serious offense.
Termina aqui a lição 154.
Lesson 155.
I'm from the Liberal Party.
She listens to all the candidates to hear what they have to say. But when there's the general election, she generally votes for me because I'm her favorite candidate and she likes what I have to say. We both have similar feelings about the constituency.
Lição 155. As eleições e os partidos políticos. Estão para ser realizadas as eleições parciais. Tim Lovett abre a porta para um representante do Partido Liberal.
I'm from the Liberal Party. Is your mother or father in?
Which one would you like to see?
Your father or your mother?
Dad! Yes? There's a man at the door from the Conservative Party.
Oh, no, the Liberal Party.
Oh.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Lovett. I'm calling on behalf of the Conservative Party. I mean, the Liberal Party. Oh, yes? As you know, there's a by-election in this constituency next Wednesday. Well, I thought elections were normally on Thursdays. I mean Thursday. Can we count on your support? What's the name of your candidate? Hugh Jolliffe. He's been active in local politics for 10 years. I know Hugh Jolliffe. He's a good man. I thought he was a Conservative. Oh, no. He's definitely the Liberal candidate. So, can we count on your support, Mr. Jolliffe? My name's Lovett, actually. Sorry.
Repetition.
Agora escute e repita. Listen and repeat.
General election.
By-election.
Each person has one vote.
You can vote for one candidate.
Conservative.
Labour,
Liberal.
Social Democratic, SDP.
Each party has one candidate in each constituency.
Each party has one candidate in each constituency.
They each have one candidate.
What's the difference?
Between the political parties.
What's the difference between the political parties?
How can you tell them apart?
They both have similar aims.
But they have different policies.
A candidate is elected.
To Parliament.
A candidate is elected to Parliament.
He becomes an MP.
A member of Parliament.
He represents his constituency.
In Parliament.
He represents his constituency in Parliament.
The party that has a majority.
Forms the government.
The party that has a majority forms the government.
The leader becomes Prime Minister.
The leader becomes Prime Minister. Exercise 1. A political interview.
Listen to this interview.
With me in the studio is a man who has just written a book about Parliament. Mr. James Ward, the SDP Member of Parliament for Stockington in the north of England.
Good evening.
Tell me, Mr. Ward, when did you first become an MP?
Well, I was first elected in 1975. It was a by-election.
Harold Wilson was Prime Minister at that time, wasn't he?
That's right. And I was a member of the Labour Party. In fact, I think I was one of the youngest Labour MPs in the House of Commons.
So you were elected as a Labour MP in 1975, and then you left the party in...
In 1981. I joined the Social Democratic Party in 1981.
What did the people in your constituency think of that? When they voted for you, you were a member of one party and then you left to join another.
I think it's very clear what the people of Stockington thought. In the next election, I got more votes than ever before. And in the last election, I had a majority of 2,000.
That speaks for itself, as you say. Well, I'd like to talk about your new book now. Is it true that when...
Exercise 3. Irregular verbs.
Repita agora estes verbos irregulares.
Keep. Kept. Kept.
Sleep. Slept. Slept.
Mean. Meant. Meant.
Send. Sent. Sent.
Feel. Felt. Felt.
Sit. Sat. Sat.
Get. Got. Got.
Light. Lit. Lit. Now, sing the song.
She listens to all the candidates to hear what they have to say. But when there's a general election, she generally votes for me because I'm her favorite candidate, and she likes what I have to say. We both have similar feelings about the constituency.
Termina aqui a lição 155.
Lesson 156.
Are you against capitalism too?
He's a left-wing politician, but he supports the democratic system. On the one hand, he's a left-wing politician. On the other hand, he supports the democratic system. Although he's a left-wing politician, he supports the system. Yes, the democratic system.
Lição 156. A política e as ideias políticas. No dia anterior ao das eleições parciais, Robert Saunders, junto com Carol Rees e Felicity King, vem a uma reunião de um dos partidos pequenos.
I am the representative of the ordinary man, the man in the street, the man who has had enough. Enough of what? Enough of everything. The government, the civil service, the mass media, the trade unions, the social services, the old system. It stinks. The ordinary man does not want it.
What about ordinary women?
Yes, what about ordinary women? They've had enough too.
What are you offering in place of the system that we have now?
What are the other candidates offering? I'll tell you what they're offering. They're offering manifestos. Red ones, blue ones, yellow ones. It's like a rainbow. Some people are for them, some people are against them, but some people read them. I've read them and I can tell you, it's all the same capitalist nonsense.
Are you against capitalism too?
Capitalism is one man exploiting another man.
And what do you propose?
The opposite.
Repetition.
Agora escute e repita. Listen and repeat.
He's a politician.
He represents the man in the street.
He represents the man in the street.
Although he is left-wing,
He's not an extremist.
although he's left-wing, he's not an extremist.
Left wing.
Right-wing.
Moderate.
Extremist.
Although he's a socialist,
He's a moderate.
although he's a socialist, he's a moderate.
Socialism.
Capitalism.
Communism.
Fascism.
He supports the democratic system.
He opposes dictatorship.
He fights for human rights.
He fights against the abuse of power.
He fights against the abuse of power.
On the one hand,
He is in favor of...
strong leadership.
On the one hand, he is in favor of strong leadership.
On the other hand,
He is against.
interference by the state.
On the other hand, he is against interference by the state.
In the lives,
Of ordinary people.
in the lives of ordinary people.
It's a common dilemma.
Practice.
Exercise 2. Audio crossword.
Áudio cruzadas. Complete as cruzadas com as indicações que escutar.
Down. 1.
When he was young, he was a member of the Socialist Party.
3. He may not be an extremist, but I wouldn't say he was a moderate either.
5.
The main problem in modern politics is the increasing power of the state.
7. The truth is that ordinary people are not very interested in politics.
9.
A week is a long time in politics.
10.
If so many people are against fascism, why is it so common?
Across. 2.
A political party should represent the interests of its members.
4.
Capitalists are against state ownership.
6.
Many people oppose interference by the state machine.
8. It is easy to blame the system, more difficult to propose an alternative.
11.
The people on the extreme left of the party are not interested in parliamentary democracy.
12.
We have rights because most people agree that we have them.
13.
People sometimes say one thing and mean another. This is particularly common in politics.
Exercise 3. Pronunciation.
Pronúncia. Dos termos que você vai escutar, quais têm o som sh?
He is in favor of strong leadership.
He's a politician. Politics is his business.
I'm sure it is the wrong length.
What are the measurements?
Industrial relations in the factory are very good.
The educational facilities in my son's school are excellent.
The man was accused of shoplifting.
Now sing the song.
He's a left-wing politician, but he supports the democratic system. On the one hand, he's a left-wing politician. On the other hand, he supports the democratic system. Although he's a left-wing politician, he supports the system. Yes, the democratic system.
Aqui termina o lado A.